Hey boys, welcome back to a little reboot of a series here, the Steven Smith career mode. I've decided to reboot the series. This is going to be episode 1. I did do like a couple episodes, probably like a couple of months ago. So, you know, I'd only done like 2 or 3, I think, a couple episodes. And so that's why I'm just restarting it, episode 1 here. It was a fun little series to start with back then, and I'm keen to get back into it because there's some exciting stuff that we're up to. Obviously, at the minute, where it's going to be Australia v Pakistan in the 50 over World Cup. It's not called the World Cup on the game. It's like the World Championship, but it is the equivalent of the 50 over World Cup. So we look at our team. It looks pretty good. I think did I make the team? I actually don't even know. I am the captain, but I don't know if I got the choice to make it. Regardless, pretty strong, taking on Pakistan. Didn't look like it was their full strength lineup, but the stats before were pretty solid. Like the overalls were actually fairly even. So yeah, this is a series that I was debating whether or not to bring it back in conjunction with the career mode, but honestly, I just felt like playing another sort of career mode. Obviously my play career mode is the number 1 series on the Cricket 19, and there's still so much more to do, but yeah, I did feel like just playing something a bit different, so to speak, as we're going to be coming out here with a fairly good platform. There's our stats: 43 average, 86 strike rate. Hopefully we can improve upon that a little bit in the shorter format. Tommy Cooper, he's 82 off 79. Honestly, Tom Cooper is a bit of an underrated cricketer. He's a pretty solid. I mean, he's a solid longer form batter. We almost run ourselves out first delivery there. That would have been an absolute nightmare. But he's a pretty solid longer form cricketer, but also he's very damaging short form. I think he's a guy that looks really good when he's in nick, but he probably just doesn't have the consistency to really push him forward to like international standard, as that is a full toss and absolutely smacked over the man at cover 102 meters. Jeez, that is absolutely nailed. Hafiz, he's dished up a couple of juicy options early on here, as this one is whipped away beautifully, and that was also the fun about this Steve Smith career mode is obviously the batting technique is fairly reminiscent of Steve Smith. It is motion captured in. As again, a full toss. We've hit it. Not great, but it's just going to get over the man at deep mid off. It is 95 meters. I thought it was going to go straight down the throat of mid off. Really didn't get hold of it, but still 16 off 5 here. You know, under 7 overs to go pretty much. We're starting to put the foot down a little bit again. The bowling has been pretty abysmal. The bowling has been abysmal since we come to the crease. 20 off 6. They've given us like 4 or 5 full tosses. Not good at all. And then we're dished up just a leg side gimme with no fine leg. Some of this field placing and bowling strategy is leaving a little to be desired. But yeah, that's the other good thing. Steve Smith's action and technique is motion captured into the game, and the whip off the pads is like the biggest one that just looks very, very similar to Steve Smith. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun little career mode. Obviously, we've got the World Cup 50 over here, and then I'm pretty sure straight after this it's going to be the Ashes Test match, as we almost hit it straight down the throat of deep third man. That would have been a bit of a rough way to get out. It was a bit of a silly shot. But 27 off 11. Tommy Cooper is going along nicely as well. He's approaching his 100. I'm trying to hog the strike for sure, but we probably want to give him a few deliveries to get that the ton. But we're in we're in a great touch here. 31 off 12. We're pushing this score up. The run rate is now ticked over 6. When we came out, it was about 5.5, I think. So we've got it up there. We're around 271 with a touch over 5 overs left. As we're gonna sneak a single again, hogging the strike, but Tommy does get one ball to play. He does just dot it up, but you know that's all right. That's okay, dude. So 5 overs to go. I mean, you know, in this position, we'd love to be getting 10 and over. 50 off the last 5 should be fairly doable to push this up to about 320. You know, if all goes well, 330 potentially. Yeah, this is it's a very good platform, as Cooper does get a little bit of strike here. And first ball, he has absolutely smoked it over backward square leg for a maximum 93 meters. Beautiful pickup there. Just straying a little bit straight. I don't know, it sort of seemed like a little bit of a slow ball. Just drifted into the pads, and Cooper does have some... he's got all the shots, but he's also got incredible power. And this one he's just smoked. So we move to 93. 93 off 85, which is a fantastic innings. As the second ball, he's done the exact same thing. Oh, you'd be pretty filthy as a bowler. I mean, he's picked that one up. That's a Steve Smith-like shot. He's hit it like a fair bit outside off stump. So he's moved on to, he's raced on to 99 with 2 back-to-back sixes. And then he's gone bang over cover now. That's almost gone for 6 as well. It's trickled into the rope before. 103, Tommy Cooper, take a bow. I mean, geez, he didn't muck around in the 80s or 90s. That's, I mean, that's ideal for the game here. He got the 100, he got it quickly, and then he gets out. He gets out with a genuine bit of outswing there, bit of outswing. He tries to play another booming drive there, just catches the outside edge. We're obviously not gonna challenge it for sure. It's definitely come off the edge. Sorry, Cooper. Big deviation and a well-taken catch behind the stumps there. But what a knock. I mean, he was on 87. It took him 3 balls to get to 100. 103 for 8 off 88 deliveries. A couple of booming 6s over backward square. And now brings Glenn Maxwell to the crease, which honestly, it sort of worked out pretty well. Maxwell is the guy you want in at a stage like this, because he's a guy, he's a rare player that can just come out and smoke it to all parts of the ground. Obviously, you know, he can get out like any other player, but he is one guy. Like, there's a lot of great batters in the world, but it's very difficult to just come out ball 1 and hit a 6. You know, it's very difficult. So yeah, we're hoping he can produce a little bit of magic. We're approaching the 300 with, you know, almost 4 overs to go. So this could turn into a fairly sizable score, and we probably need it too. I mean, Pakistan, I mean, you know, if all things go well, they can score some quick runs. We do have a good bowling attack, but I don't know, I find in this game, bowling second, it's very difficult to defend a chase. This one is flicked away. Unfortunately, we've pretty much hit it straight to the fielder, so it's only going to be a single. We go for it. We are going to get the overthrow. That's very sneaky, very cheeky indeed there. But we'll take the overthrow. Get back on strike. We're on 37 off 19, so we got a good chance to get a quick fire 50 here. You know, we can't really muck around, as this one is just going to get flicked away for a single. Hog the strike. And yeah, we got to start. We got to start putting the foot down as well. Maxwell up the other end, just biding his time as Jimenez, I have no idea, as that one is just flicked away, well, not flicked, just guided off the edge of the bat with just great touch. That's it's a beautiful shot. They do have they got a deep backward point, a deep third man, and we just played it beautifully straight over Slip's head, if there were any, as that's a pretty good ball. It's a slow ball. It looked like a leg cutter. It cut away nicely. We tried to take it long down the ground, but just played it all way too early. As this is a tough, honestly, this is a tough field to score quickly. Is it going to push for 2? Definitely not there. But this is tough. I mean, they've packed the offside, and he's just bowling these slower deliveries outside off as we try to come down the track. He bowls a no ball, which is which is fantastic. So this is a free hit. We can absolutely try to blast this one anywhere, and we try. I don't know why, dude. That was an aggressive shot, but you just try to flick it away. I don't know why that is like that in the game, and it's like that for every batter. When you try to do oh, that's it's close. He's given it. What? We've come down I'm challenging straight away. We've come down. I mean, it's straight. Don't get me wrong. It's straight, but surely, like we've come down at least. Oh, I don't know, a meter out of the crease. Maybe more. I don't know. He's not bowling quick. I don't think there's any sort of inside edge on this one. No, it's hit us just in line. Probably just in the line of off stump here. It's going to be close. Oh, yeah, just in line. But it's going over. Can you believe it, dude? I was so quick to challenge it. Just because we came down the track, I was just like, the principle of it, you can't give that, but it went over the top. Can you believe it? Great stuff. But yeah, just that flick off the pads, trying to go for an aggressive shot. I remember in previous games you could do like an on drive over the infield, but in this game it's always like a flick, which I don't like. I don't know why they. Yeah, it's just strange. As we're struggling, we're actually struggling. They're bowling well, and they're also bowling to their field. For the lefty there, they had a very leg side field. As they go up again for the appeal. What is that appeal? Ridiculous. And unfortunately, we just sort of hit a little bit of a wall here. Just struggling. Last over, 3 for 311. We're on 44 off 30. I mean, still a good knock, but we had the chance to really push this up. He finally drifts in a little bit full on the stumps, and we're able to flick that one away for 4. But yeah, last couple overs, I mean, the bowlers have done a good job. Just this slow pace bowling, bowling to a very offside or leg side field. This one is flicked away again. He's put it down square leg. Oh my goodness, we're going to come back for a sneaky 2. And that's going to be the 50. We started like a house on fire. We saw 50 off 32, 156 strike rate. I mean, still a very good 50 in the circumstances. We would have liked that off about 20, 25 balls, but at the end of the day, you still gotta be happy with it. And again, we're able to flick that one away. So we're finishing. Thankfully, we are finishing with a little bit of a flurry here, and we have got that 320 score, which I was predicting 5 overs ago. Maxwell hasn't really had much of the strike. He's faced 7 balls. He hasn't done too much either. As we try to go long downtown, not really. Came like right off the toe, I think. But we're going to sneak back for 2 and get a fairly respectable 323 off our 50 overs. Some good death bowling. Honestly, we could have got a much bigger score, but they bowled pretty well to death. The wicket of Cooper, I thought was a little bit of a silver lining for us, but honestly, Cooper was smoking them, so it would have been good if he could have stayed out of here. But hopefully our boys can do the business. Paddy Cummins, Mitchell Stark. Hopefully they can. Hazelwood is Stark in? I think so. As looks like we have won by 36 runs. Tommy Cooper, man of the match. Unsurprisingly, they batted the 50 overs, but they were 36 runs short. So yeah, never really in it. Hopefully, guys. Pat Cummins 2 for 74, dude. Hopefully, guys are going to enjoy this series. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.